Okay, so for those of you who haven't been, our Speed Poet, every month we get a willing participant to go away at the start of the first half and write a poem, which they then come and read at the start of the second half. So what we need from you guys to start with is 3 news stories. Will then write a poem about one or all of them. So feel free to shout out
The budget.
the budget.
All schools becoming academies.
All schools becoming academies.
ESA cuts to the disabled.
ESA cuts.
There's a lot of sad things today.
3 highly political subjects. All right, 3.
Does anyone want to just shout some words out? I'll put them in as well. Any word you like?
Dinosaur.
What's spring? I'll put in.
Spring, dinosaurs.
Smorgasbord.
Toilets and smorgasbords.
A classroom meet.
Is that enough? Will's like, shut up! That's enough! I've said enough!
No, that's awesome. Thanks, Tom.
Great, okay, round of applause for Will! Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to do that.
So I went and wrote a poem about George Osborne's budget academies, and I didn't write about ESA. I wrote about EMA, which is the wrong thing, and you'll notice how that chills the room. EMA was the money kids used to get for attendance and going on into school on time. So yeah, I wrote about the wrong thing there. You'll notice the complete silence that bit goes to, but I think the rest of it is alright, so I'm putting it up online anyway.
So, and I saw Toby's face fall. He was like, I'm so glad I forgot that. So let's see what Will did in 45 minutes. Round of applause for Will.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
There's a couple of extra words as well. What word did you?
Vegetable.
Vegetable. I put carrot in. I hope that'll do.
Smorgasbord.
Dinosaurs. Smorgasbord. Is there any more words? Toilet. Someone said. All right then. So this is what I've got. Every month at Find the Right Words, one poet tries to write a poem in an hour and come across as wise, to stand on stage to prove their worth, take a blank page, engage and give birth to a piece of art straight from the heart, try and say their piece in whole or in part. So that's my goal, the holy grail, and you're the judges, pass or fail. You've asked to hear what I've got to say about the budget, academies and ESA. So I roll a fag, I take a drag and spring into action. Spring was one of the words, wasn't it? Politically, historically, I'm in a left-wing faction, so I'll speak out about our Chancellor, the privately educated ESA counsellor, because rules are rules, which kids learn to bend. And financial incentives to those who attend. It's quite inventive and quite a clever touch, but Gideon thinks it costs too much. He prefers kids who know their station. Forget about your education, there's no jobs anyway, so just forget. There's no money in learning, there's only debt. The Chancellor of the Exchequer, the primary school wrecker. You know, there's something important that I'm not understanding about schools becoming academies. I think it's just rebranding. I think I don't know enough about it, so I'll just leave it there, because the biggest travesty for education was done by Tony Blair, because I'm an atheist and I'm opposed to faith schools, sponsored by evangelist creationist fools, dividing kids into groups that would never ever mix, a policy, a strategy put in by fools. Doesn't work in Northern Ireland, does it? Dunce. To try and disprove evolution, I think they're fools. And to say, oh God, to say that the origin of life is more interesting than magic, and to say that God did it, it just seems tragic, because the true majesty of nature, it's a smorgasbord. How would creationists explain the dinosaurs? You've asked for a poem about Osborne, and I've had to spoil it. My lines of rhyme pour straight into the toilet. He smugly shows his beaming face, he holds up high that red briefcase, he offers no carrots, he prefers the stick. And it goes without saying, I think he's a fool. One of those posh boys educated at Eton, historically proven the best way to get your feet in, the doors to Westminster, the key to the house, but I'd rather have the finances done by Toby's headlouse. I've tried to do the challenge, I wanted to do it well. If I didn't write this, I could have watched Joelle. If you want to hear more of what I've got to say, my podcast is on poetman.co.uk.
Will. I think one of his sets would not be complete without a bit of his own self-promotion. 45 minutes, a round of applause for Will.